The past is not what it seems. Secrets buried, truths forgotten. Welcome to Strange History, where the unknown becomes known.
The American Civil War, a conflict that tore a nation apart, pitting brother against brother and ideologies against each other. The war was fought on many fronts, with each side striving for dominance and survival. On land, the battles raged with relentless ferocity. But beneath the waves, a new kind of warfare was taking shape, one that would change naval combat forever. A secret weapon shrouded in mystery and danger was about to etch its name in history. This weapon was unlike anything the world had seen before. This was the H.L. Hunley, the Confederate submarine that dared to challenge the established order of naval warfare. It was a bold and audacious move by the Confederacy. The Hunley was more than just a machine. It was a testament to human ingenuity and desperation. Its design was revolutionary and its mission was fraught with peril. The Confederate States, facing a much larger and better equipped Union Navy, were in dire need of a game-changer. The Hunley represented their hope for a strategic advantage. Its innovative design and daring mission promised to be that and more. It was a vessel that could potentially turn the tide of the war. It embodied the South's determination to break free from the Union's maritime stranglehold. The Hunley was a true symbol of defiance and resilience. The world had never seen anything quite the like. It was the first combat submarine to successfully sink an enemy warship, a feat that captured the imagination of many. At a time when naval warfare was dominated by massive, heavily armed ships, the Hunley was the classic tale of David confronting the Goliath. Its success was a testament to the power of innovation. It was a weapon born out of necessity, a symbol of Southern ingenuity pitted against the industrial might of the North. The Hunley was a product of its time, reflecting the desperation and creativity of the Confederacy. Its story is one of courage, innovation, and the enduring allure of the unknown. The men who manned and piloted were pioneers, venturing into uncharted waters with bravery and determination. The Hunley's tale is not just a footnote in Civil War history. It's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can produce extraordinary feats of innovation and bravery. Its legacy lives on, inspiring future generations. It's a story that continues to fascinate and inspire long after the guns of the Civil War fell silent. The Hunley remains a symbol of the relentless pursuit of progress and the indomitable human spirit. The Hunley was a marvel of 19th-century engineering, a cigar-shaped vessel crafted from iron. It was a pioneering effort in the realm of underwater warfare, representing the cutting edge of technology at the time. Measuring just over 40 feet in length it was. Cramped, claustrophobic, and incredibly dangerous. The interior was so tight that the crew had to sit shoulder to shoulder with barely enough room to move. Its hand-cranked propulsion system, operated by a crew of 8, required brute strength and perfect coordination. Each man had to turn the crank in unison, a task that demanded not only physical endurance but also a high level of teamwork. One wrong move could spell disaster. The confined space and the complexity of the machinery meant that any mistake could be fatal. Air inside the sub was limited. The crew's survival depended on the oxygen trapped within the hull and the air they could draw through 2 small ventilation pipes when surfaced. This made every dive a race against time, as the air supply dwindled with each passing minute. This meant operating submerged for extended periods was incredibly risky. The longer they stayed underwater, the greater the danger of suffocation. The line between success and suffocation was perilously thin. Every mission was a gamble, with the crew's lives hanging in the balance. At the bow of the Hunley lay its secret weapon, a spar torpedo. This explosive charge, mounted on a long pole, was designed to be rammed into the hulls of enemy ships. It was a crude but potentially devastating weapon, capable of causing significant damage. The idea was simple yet effective. Get close enough to the enemy ship, ram the torpedo into its hull, and detonate it. The Hunley, however, was as much a liability to its crew as a threat to the enemy. The risks were enormous. and the margin for error was virtually non-existent. The Hunley's design, though innovative, was fraught with risk. Its construction was as much an act of faith as it was of engineering. Yet despite the dangers, the Confederate Navy saw the potential of this underwater warrior. They believed that the Hunley could change the course of naval warfare. The Hunley represented a radical departure from traditional naval warfare, a glimpse into the future of submarine technology. It was a bold experiment, pushing the boundaries of what was possible in underwater combat. The night of February 17, 1864, was thick with anticipation and dread. The moon cast an eerie glow over the dark waters, creating an atmosphere of suspense and foreboding. The Hunley, after several failed attempts, was prepared for another mission. This time the stakes were higher, and the crew was more determined than ever. Its target, the USS Housatonic, a powerful Union warship blockading Charleston Harbor. The blockade had been a thorn in the Confederacy's side, and the Hunley was their best hope to break it. The crew, led by Lieutenant George Dixon, understood the risks. Each man knew that this mission could be their last, but their resolve was unshakable. Their mission was as daring as it was desperate. Slipping beneath the dark waters, the Hunley, powered by its 8-man crew, began its approach. The silence of the night was only broken by the rhythmic turning of the crankshaft. Inside, the air hung heavy with the knowledge that this could be their final mission. The cramped quarters of the submarine amplified every sound, every breath, every heartbeat. The fate of the Confederacy, it seemed, rested on their shoulders. Each man carried the weight of their cause, knowing that their success or failure could change the course of the war. Outside, the Housatonic, oblivious to the danger lurking below, stood guard. The crew of the warship had no idea that a silent predator was closing in on them. The Hunley, a ghost in the night, maneuvered towards its target. Every rotation of the crankshaft brought them closer to the Housatonic, closer to their objective, closer to destiny. Tension crackled within the cramped confines of the sub. The men could feel the weight of history pressing down on them, knowing that their actions would be remembered for generations. The fate of the Confederacy, it seemed, rested on their shoulders. Each man was acutely aware of the responsibility they bore and the potential consequences of their mission. Suddenly the Housatonic loomed large. The massive warship seemed almost invincible, but the Hunley pressed on, undeterred by the size and power of their target. The Hunley, now barreling towards the enemy's hull, rams its spar torpedo. The impact was jarring, but the crew held their breath, waiting for the explosion. The explosion, when it came, was deafening. The force of the blast rocked the Hunley, and the crew knew they had struck a significant blow. The Housatonic, mortally wounded, sank beneath the waves. The once mighty warship was now a graveyard, its crew scrambling for survival. The Hunley, its mission a success, had struck a blow against the Union blockade. The crew's jubilation was tempered by the knowledge of the risks they had taken, but the victory was short-lived. The Hunley never returned to port, and its crew was lost to the depths, becoming legends of bravery and sacrifice. The Hunley, having etched its name in naval history, vanished into the night. Signals prearranged with the Confederates on shore never came. The submarine and its crew of 8 had disappeared. The mystery of what happened to the Hunley following its daring attack would endure for over a century. Speculation ran rampant. Had the blast from their own torpedo crippled the Hunley? Were they trapped on the seabed, entombed within their iron coffin? Or had they perhaps escaped only to succumb to the unforgiving sea? The lack of answers only deepened the mystery. The loss of the Hunley, so soon after its moment of triumph, cast a pall over the Confederacy. The submarine, once a symbol of hope, became a haunting reminder of the war's terrible cost. The men who manned the Hunley, pioneers of undersea warfare, were hailed as heroes. The submarine and its brave crew passed into legend, their story a mix of fact, speculation, and the enduring mystery of the sea. If you have thoughts or theories about what really happened to the Hunley, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for joining us as we dove into the mysterious fate of the Hunley. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. Remember, stay safe and stay strange.